Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live picks. And today the picks will come from the NBA. 4 games today here from the playoffs. We'll also have picks from Major League Baseball, 15-game card, NHL playoffs view as well. And then at the end of the show, we'll have a parlay peripheral segment where our cappers can give it a parlay. They give it a team player prop, game of the future, or just play it straight. Won't let them make the call. So, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so you're live with us to get the picks in real time. And first thing you want to do is give us that like, that thumbs up right away. Help us build up our audience. We greatly appreciate that. So we'll meet the cappers, and we'll get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, coming up a big day yesterday.
Big day. Just like the Heat gets swept away by the Cavs. Hey, guess what? I swept the bookie away again yesterday. We did it on Sunday, went 5-0. Swept out again yesterday, going 6-0. So on a nice 11-0 run. We're heating up, getting hot. Pulled myself out of the hole in the MLB, and we're now some nice plus units in the MLB. So continue to roll along. Knock on some wood. Let's stay hot here on Tuesday and continue to tackle the woods.
Yep, that's a little Rod in the plus money, and I see a lot of dogs. And when you look at Rod's, profile page, a lot of dogs.
I love finding the plus money spots. Why? I don't want to be laying no money. Anything more than $1.40, forget that. I'm not laying no $1.40. You know, I want to. That's how you can lose minimal losses. When you lose a game, it's better to have a dog and only lose one unit than having a big giant favorite lose. Like, look, I lost a minus 160. Well, that's like 1.6 times your bet as a loss. You're picking a dog and you find those dog spots, you only lose a unit when you lose. It's definitely the way to go.
Absolutely. Let's see how Sean. Sean, what's going on?
Yeah, I had the sweep too, except I went 0-2. I went the opposite way there. Actually, 0-1. I had the Tigers. So, what am I going to do? I'm not Rod. Although people come here and say Rod stinks, even though he's 11-0. Unbelievable. Good. What a run. What a run. Good. And I can't. I take a dog and lose. I take a favorite to lose. I'm just spinning wheels. It's one step up, 2 steps back with my baseball. Three in one day it goes to a 1-3 day. Then I'm 1-0. Then I'm 1-2. It's April. I'm not concerned, but it's just frustrating. Like you're like, oh, come on. Yep. Gallon. There you go. That's a good number for Rod. The Rod special. Right there.
Rod special.
Give me your life.
It's been making me money, hasn't it? I said Zach's fallen, fade him all season long, and what's he done at home? Take your money. That's all he's done.
Today, so I've been on leaderboards most of the year for the sites there. Today, I'm either going to be wiped off the leaderboards for good, or I'm going to have a break-even day, or it's going to be a monster day. I got NBA, I got hockey, I got loads of baseball, dogs, favorite. I'm all over the place today. It's an all-in day. It's like, here we go. I'm sticking, even though it's been up and down. I'm going all in today with everything. If it loses,
sometimes you got to fire, brother.
We got it. I got a season full of data.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like I just can't keep spinning. Like you're gonna have to have a good day. You know, the numbers just play out. Hopefully today's the day. You know, I'm still loading up. I got 1, 2, 3. I got what? 3, 6. I'm on my 8th baseball game. I don't think I'm done yet today. And I got 5 NBA loaded and 4 hockey loaded.
Nice.
There you go. How about that? There you go.
Yeah, I know. And it's just based on popularity. We just see the ladies are in training camp right now for the W. So there's a lot to keep. I know we have customers and people love that sport now. So that's something out that I'm looking at.
We got 3 days on the preseason starts, Tony.
Yeah, 3 days of preseason. So May 16th, the ladies start. They start playing again. And we saw Caitlin Clark in the news. That I love the name of the Valkyrie. That's a great name, Nick. I love that name. Golden State Valkyries are the new team in the league. So we'll see how they. Yeah, we got a lot of the folks love that sport. I can't complain with all the newcomers coming in. Solo, what's happening?
All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy to be here. Playoffs is in full effect. We're trying to do our thing over there. MLB, it's kind of been up and down. We're trying to dig out this hole. We kind of got down a little bit. But, we're going to keep firing. Had a decent day yesterday. Let's get to the bank.
Let's see. Let's get to the bank here. Yeah, I'm looking 2-2 a day yesterday. I had doing one in baseball yesterday. That Dodger over, man, again coming in. That as we talked about, their bullpen. There's a lot of focus on the starting lineup because Glasnow just hit the 15-day injured list. joining there our man Blake Snell. But I think the bigger issue is looking at the Dodger bullpen arms. Their top bullpen arms are out. So I think there's some value in some of these totals there with LA. We saw that last week and on their road trip, and it's coming here at home. Oh, against Pittsburgh. Yeah, we saw overs. We saw Pittsburgh over here in the Marlins game. Of course, the offense bailed them out yesterday, but interesting to see how it moves forward.
They put Glass on 15-day. On the 15-day, I thought he was day-to-day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they just put him on just announced right now, put him on the 15-day. Yeah. So, well, at least it's 15 for now. But, yeah, Ron Alex did a W there to market that's pretty good to take a look at. All right, let's get to NBA here. You think, looking at the card, you think it's a weekend, but no, it's a Tuesday. We got 4 games in the NBA. So we'll knock them out in one block. We got early start 6 Eastern has Bucks and Pacers. The Pacers looking for the closeout here. Now 8-point favorites, total 222.5. Pistons and the Knicks. Knicks open 4.5, bet up to 5.5 now, total 212. Magic and the Celtics. Celtics looking for the closeout. Knicks also looking for the closeout, by the way. Celtics looking for the closeout here. We got Boston open 12.5, down to 11.5. Total sits here 197.5. Clippers and the Nuggets, a 2-2 series. We move to Denver. Denver open 1. Clippers now favored 2. There's 1.5s out there. Total 2, 8.5. We start with Rock. Actually go to the injury report here. Milwaukee and Indiana. Lillard is out for the year, so he'll no longer show up on the injury report. So Lillard out for the year, no longer showing on the injury report. Smith is doubtful. Nesmith probable for Indiana. Mathurin there is questionable there. Detroit and the Knicks. Ivy still out with that broken leg. Stewart there questionable. There Knicks a clean injury report. Orlando and Boston. Orlando clean. Boston has Holiday out. Brown questionable. Clippers and Nuggets clean on the Clippers side. Westbrook questionable. Some of the Denver Flames would like that. Porter there probable for Denver. So there you go. The injuries over to Rod.
Yeah, and you look at these ones here in these matchups. One I'm looking at is the Bucks and the Pacers. You figure no defense played. You figure you get up and over the total. I think we're going to go under that one. No Lillard. Missing that boatload of points. Definitely not going to help the Bucks in that one. That's why the spread is the way it is. Can they fight and battle, cover that number? Possible, but I don't know. I think the Bucks. It could look like the Heat game yesterday. Do they try and give up? Definitely possible. They roll over and look like the Heat did. So I'm going to take the under in that one. Bucks are also 7-2 to the under off of a home loss this year. So at 222.5, we'll go under in that one. As much as I'm looking at that big giant number with Orlando, it was at 12, and now it's coming down to 11.5. Meaning a lot of money, and a lot of people are on the Magic and expecting the Magic on the road. And we've seen the Magic plenty of times on the road this season lay eggs. So no chance. I'll take Boston to be one of those pound spots where right from the opening tip-off, they decide to run and gun and make the Magic look like chumps. I think they win by 15+. Give me the Celtics in that one.
There we go with Rod. Over to Sean.
Pacers, Pistons, Boston, and the Clippers. Keeping it simple. Let's go. That's it. We need to. Someone's got an extended series. I think it's going to be that Nick Detroit one. That could be either way. That should be 3-0 either way, possibly. The way that series has gone over there. So I like the dog there. Obviously, like Rod was saying about the Magic at home. Nice. Everybody's thinking they're gonna put a battle here. I don't know. I think the Celtics do what they do at home and take care of business there. Clippers, that's again, we were on them since day one. It's been the public kind of trendy pro Joe kind of play there. I'll stick with it. And again, starting with the game 1 Pacers there, it's been a home kind of series here. I think they can take care of business. And you lose Dame, and that guy's laying on the court. Nobody comes over to help him on his team. What's that about?
Brutal.
I think they're lost there. I think that's it is what it is. That's it. Move on. Yeah. That's it. They don't like him. What? Hey, you traded for a guy.
The players didn't trade for him.
Players. It's kind of strange there. Yeah, it was just sometimes maybe they want a little bit. Maybe they want the ball to him a little more. sometimes that's maybe the issue there. On over to Solo.
Detroit and the Knicks. I feel like Detroit could really be in the driver's seat of this series. I feel like they've blown the game down the stretch. The biggest staff really just hasn't made the adjustments down the last 6 minutes. Tibbs has really showed us what he's really capable of. I like the Knicks at home, but I don't think they cover. I think Detroit fights and scraps and gets in the back door. Let's take the Pistons plus the 5.5. Orlando and Boston. Orlando's fought hard all year. I think it comes to an end tonight. This is a lot of points. But I do think they fight and scrap and just shoot to the end. Boston should have a couple guys back, but I'm not sure how long they'll play. I think they want to, rest some guys up. Either way, I think this point total goes over 196.
There we go with Solo. I'll tell you what I think about some of these games here. I'm going to take the Pistons. I agree with the Pistons here plus the points. They've been a pretty good cover team on the road. They've just been on the bad end of these coin flips. Many of it is the Pistons' fault here. You cannot close out games. You're up 10-11 in the fourth quarter, and you're complaining about a call at the end of the game. Sorry, man. You choked the game away in my book. You should have never came down to that. But anyway, I'll take the Pistons here in this spot at the plus the points. And, I'm going to – it's just to me, that Clipper-Denver game is kind of tricky here. I'm going to stay off that one. The thing with Boston is they've not been good off a road win. This 3-10 to the spread here, falling a road win this year. I'll take the points here with Orlando. I know it's they're Orlando facing elimination, but the Celtics have not shot well enough in this series, I think, to delay 4 possessions. I mean, they're hitting just 44% from the field, 34% from 3. They're banged up a little bit. Orlando will try to fight to stay in the series, but I'll look at them plus the points there. That Clipper game, man, it's just this one's. I didn't like the way they looked, falling behind by 20 in that third quarter in that dome, and that new home they're in. That was a bad look. And Murray was just so explosive there on the court yesterday. If you saw that third quarter, but that third quarter was horrific for the Clippers, man.
Total seems a little high.
Yeah. And I think Jokic doesn't care who the coach is now. they just seem to be in their own world now. They're a coachless team. We know they're a coachless team, but they're playing pretty good on their own. Looks like. Let's see. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Fix Morning Show. I'm getting looked there with the Detroit Clippers. Yeah, Clippers and Pistons. All right, let's continue on here. That's right. I agree with that one there, Joe. Stop complaining about the rest when you blow 11-point leads in the fourth quarter. All right, here we go. Major League Baseball here. Twins and Guardians need to get off the deck here. What has happened to the Guardians? Guardians here and Twins Guardians $1.46 total of 8. Yankees and Orioles. The Yanks favored again on the road $1.42 9.5. Cardinals and Reds $1.36 total 9.5. That's moved up. Cubs and Pirates. The Cubbies $1.36 on the road total 8.5. And we'll stop with this final one in this block here. Nats and Phillies. The Phillies $1.80 total 8.5. We saw it right.
Yeah, looking at the games here in this time spot. It's I know it's Carlos Rondon on the Yankees on the road, and but it's Gibson on the other side for the Orioles, and yuck. That guy still has a job. I have no chance. I'm going to take the Yankees here. They lost yesterday, but I think their bats wake up. Carlos Rondon can mow down this Baltimore squad that isn't very good. So I'll take the Yankees on the run line. Bounce back for the Yanks there. And then another one I'm looking at. Man, I'm going to take the Twins. Give me the plus money with the Twins. Play of the day yesterday was on the Twins. Cleveland after that road trip, come back home, didn't look good. And just not liking what I'm seeing from them. And Bibby's on the mound. These Twins bats are hot. I know it's Padlock on the other side, so he's good for one of those games that he can pop up and pitch well, but he's also good for games where it could be a dud. So maybe an over in that one too. But I'm going to take a shot there with the Twins and the plus money to continue to stay hot. It's kind of like the Twins. When the Twins are winning, you bet on them. When the Twins are losing, run the other way because they're very streaky. They remind me of Buffalo, where they win a bunch and then they lose in bunches. Well, right now they're winning, so give me the Twins there.
Yeah, from Rod. In this block, there are no changes in starting pitching. We'll have some as we move throughout the blocks here. Next on over to Sean.
Yep, we're taking the Twins. Why not? We're a hot little squad here, Minnesota. They've won 4 in a row. You're gonna give me some plus. Well, it was plus 130 last night here versus the Guardians who dropped 3-0. So I'm with Rod on Minnesota. Well, I like the over yesterday in that Oriole Yankee game. We had a couple ribbies there. We went 1-0-1 because one guy didn't play. But back on the over, it's Kyle Gibson. Like, I don't want to take the Yanks, but I think I have to here because Gibson can. Sheesh, yikes, yikes! And the fact that the Yankee run line is only like 110. What is that about? That seems a little low considering they're a 140 fave. I thought it'd be a little higher, but I don't know. I don't want to get greedy and say Yankee run line because I'm not even hitting baseball that great, but 140. Screw it. I'll lay to 140. I need to win. We'll go Yankees in the over in that one. Twinkies, Cubs, Pirates. I like the under 8.5. Reds, Cards. I like the Reds. I know they're favored, but they're winning. We'll take Brady Singer. I'm a Singer guy too, so I liked him out of KC. And Nats, Phillies. I got nothing on this one. I got no real opinion on Nats, Phillies here, so that'd be a pass for me. Maybe you want to lean the Nats since they gave up 20 runs yesterday, 19 runs,
19.
But how about just an under? Gore and Wheeler would be an under after you give up 20 runs, right? And come in underplay. Give me the under in that one.
Yeah, there's a couple of bullpen guys that just got hammered there in that 8th and 9th inning. The sacrificial lamb. That 7th, 8th, and 9th was ugly there for the Nats. They're bottom. The back of the bullpen is horrible there. On over to Solo.
Twins and the Guardians. We got Paddock on the mound. Kind of got roughed up early in the season. His last few starts, he's gotten a little better. I see a little progression here. I think he'll find a way to compete early. Bobby's been serviceable in the past, but he's been rocked up late. I don't really trust his Guardians bats. I don't really trust neither bullpen, so I'm going to stick to the first 5. Give me the Twins on the money line, first 5. Yankees and the Orioles, Rodon and Gibson. Don't really like neither one of these pitchers. It's about 80 degrees outside. I think we'll see hard contact and heavy base runners. Take this total over 9.5. And the Nats and with the Phillies, I think it's Gore and Wheeler. Yeah, I like Gore. He's been struggling of late. Last start he was good, but the first 2 starts before that he really wasn't that good. I want to say he had like 13, 14 strikeouts one of the last 2 games. I don't think he'll do that well, but I think he'll find a way to navigate these lineups early. Nats bats will wake up early. Let's take the Nats on the money line, first 5.
There we go. Let's tell you what I think about some of these games. I'm going to pick some low fruit here with the Reds. Not going to the way they've been playing right now. They win in a bad spot yesterday. Cardinals, what is it now? 12 of 14 losses on the road, losing almost 10 units so far. The Cardinals bullpen on the road, ERA 7.5, and they're hitting the ball. Michael List is someone I want nothing to do with. There. So I'll look at the Reds there. Give me the Pirates. Give me the plus. I know Cubs have trouble with the Pirates in Pittsburgh over the years. We've seen that many times. It will be. I know Imanaga is up there, but Heaney's been pitching well this season for this Pittsburgh team. You look at the Pirates at home against these these teams that give 4.5 runs per game or greater. They are 36-25 at home. The past 2+ seasons, losing 8 units. We look at the Cubs bullpen on the road, ERA near 6. So I'll look at Pittsburgh in that spot. And I'll take the big dog here with the nasty Nats here, plus 165. This is where you want them at these big dog prices. They've been money when you get them at plus 150 or higher, when returning 17 units the past 2+ seasons. They're at home against the division. The Phillies have lost 3.5 units this season. I like Gore on the mound here. Look for a bounce from this Nationals team.
Oh, yeah. Plus 165 with a pitcher that's beat that team 2 times in a row. Come on. Sign me up. Nats, first 5.
There you go. All right. There we go. Let's continue here. Tony Morning Shows. We continue here with baseball with these next 5 here on the board, and they will be here. Royals and Rays. We've got the Rays favorite dollar of 47, total 8.5. Red Sox and Blue Jays. Red Sox road favorites $1.35, total 7.5. D-backs at the Mets. Interesting series here. Mets $1.37, total 8.5. Brewers and White Sox. The Brewers $2.25 on the road, total of 8. The homeless in Texas here. Texas $2.03, total 8.5. Let's take a look at some of the pitching, see if there's any changes in this block. Let's see what we've got here. So far, nothing. Bryce Wilson will be the primary pitcher for this game. He was so there will be an opener for the White Sox here in their game, and then we got to the Athletics game. So the Athletics game, who did we have earlier? It looks like we have in that Athletics game We thought Joey Estes was going. It's not going to go. Thank goodness Oakland made the right decision not pitching that gas can. Jacob Lopez will get the start here for Athletics, a left-hander who has been around baseball for a while. He's got 11 appearances, ERA 4 in 27 innings. Pitched 3 games for the Athletics this season with 5 Ks and no runs allowed. Just kind of in relief efforts there. Started some games in 2023, ERA 4.5 there in his time. So Jacob Lopez, a lefty, starts for the gas can Estes, who's not going to start, maybe not see the mound. If you're an Athletics fan, you don't want to see him on the mound. So there you go with the pitching changes. On over to Rod.
Yeah, first one I'm looking at here. Give me the Rays here at home against the Royals. Michael Lorenzen and the Royals. They don't fare so well on the road. 3-10 on the road this year. Well, the Rays definitely they started off pretty slow at home, but they're definitely picking up their play. They're picking up the play altogether. So give me the Rays there in that one over the Royals, and then give me the Blue Jays here over Boston. I know the Blue Jays have looked like ass on that road trip. They're coming back home here, have a day off. Their bullpen's ready to go. And Bowden Francis hasn't looked the greatest. He's going to dual crochet on the other side, but I think Bowden Francis has a good start here. Just one of those spots for the Blue Jays. After they've been ass for a while with this manager going, they bounce back. After with a few games here where they're barely bashing the ball, in one of these spots, they turn around. And they're 15-4 in these spots after a long period of playing like ass. So give me the Blue Jays there in that one, plus price. It's come down a little bit. It was $1.30 last night. Now it's down to $1.15. So some money's coming on the Blue Jays, and I like it. Give the Blue Jays there in that matchup. And then one more I'm looking at. We talked about that White Sox game, eh? Yeah, White Sox, you look. Man, they've had quite the extended road trip, didn't they? What is it, 10 straight games on the road, rolling out. First game back at home. Well, you know what they've done when they come back at home after those big, long road trips? Cover the run line. They've done it in 5 times straight this year after a road trip. The 6 games or longer, they've come home and they've covered that run line. Everybody's mama's all over the Brewers here today. Everywhere I look, it's like, the Brewers going to kick the crap out of the White Sox. The Brewers going to kick the crap out of the White Sox. Brewers. You know what? No. The White Sox get a win today and a nice big plus price and kick the crap out of the Brewers. I think the White Sox there today.
Yeah.
There's the run line. See,
they're gonna, as Solo says,
Brewers,
they're gonna, you know,
no chance. Brewers
it's like Solo would say it during the NBA season. You know, the Washington Wizards are going to win a game here once in a while. Same thing with the White Sox. They're going to win once in a while.
MLB, the worst team's going to win 30 games.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, we used to say 60. Now we got to say 30 now.
There's a run line on the Brewers, minus 140.
I mean,
go get it. Yeah. Woo! That'll lose you money real quick. Laying run lines and odds is not going to win you money in baseball. I'm telling you. Don't do it.
It's 135.
Yeah, minus 135 to chase a two-win run. No, don't do it.
I could. You want to say the Dodgers laying 120? They're at least a better team. The Brewers are not a great team.
Well,
they're not a great team. And at least I'm not a plus 1.5 guy, but at least you're getting $1.15 if you're taking the White Sox.
Yep.
And they're not as bad as the Rockies getting crushed. The White Sox have been competitive in a bunch of their games. They're like, you know, they lost games 4-3.
Their last 4 games they've covered the run line, Sean, or won outright.
the starting pitching is decent. They've got some quality starters.
Yep.
I'll leave that to Rod.
I think it's the best bet in baseball. Plus 1.5 and plus money. Best bet in baseball.
Definitely worth it. Why not? So I'll grab 1.5 plus money. Let's do it that one.
I'm not taking but it's the best bet in baseball.
You're getting a run in the. How many times have you had to run a half and get kicked in the teeth in the 9th inning with some ridiculous? You're up 3 and there's like a leadoff double. You're like, what the hell just happened? What there's a base.
It's the 8th inning is where you go to die.
How about the Dodgers last night? They're up 5-0, and they let the Marlins right back in, and they win by 1. Woo-wee! Did a lot of Dodgers run line bettors be like,
yeah.
I guess
that's why you need an El Nino special, a -1.
-1 ain't bad.
Oh man, give me the again. I'll go favorite here with the Rays. Give me the Rays in the under. No opinion on the Sox and the Jays. Man, the Mets off a big win. I mean, I guess you got to look at it over in that game, just the way they were hitting the ball. And Arizona's listen. I like Arizona. I think they're a good team, but I don't know if I want to take them at 130.
Arizona's not good. They're not
Arizona's
good.
good.
They're not good. They're not good
They'll
at all.
They'll be in the playoffs.
Oh, man, they're not making the playoffs. No chance.
They're making the playoffs. They're making the playoffs.
Arizona's not making the playoffs.
They're making the playoffs.
Not making the playoffs.
They got to get. They got to get Gallon Kelly. Gallon. They got to get Kelly. Merrill Kelly and Gallon better get it right though. Those are the two guys I'm worried about.
They need some guys to wake up because they're not doing so good.
Some of their starters.
Solo. Is this what I sound like when I start making fun of the Dodgers and Lakers? I sound like Rod going crazy up there. Is that what I sound like?
Yes, exactly.
I'll stop, everybody. I'll stop.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and I'm not an Arizona guy. I'm totally gonna fade Arizona anytime chance I get. It's like fade Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's pitching his ass. That's what we talked about. They had that one good bullpen run. We talked about this. In that their World Series team, they had an August, September, October. Their bullpen played the best they've ever played it, and that's what carried them in. And we haven't seen it since.
We haven't seen it since.
That's what it was. It was that one stretch when that bullpen was hot. On over to Solo.
Red Sox and the Blue Jays. I remember when the season started, and everybody was talking about the Red Sox. I told you guys they were ass. We're starting to see it. They got Crochet on the mound. Francis is on the mound. Francis hasn't been that good to start the season. He was successful last year. We made some money with him. I really just don't really trust Crochet. He'll have a couple innings, but he'll give up some hard contact, create some base runners. These teams good. The Blue Jays bats are kind of cold, so let's just let's keep it simple and say to the first five. Let's go Blue Jays money line first five. The Brewers and the White Sox. Normally I do like the Brewers. They're pretty good in the league play. Peralta's been solid on the mound, but I agree with Rod. I think the play is on the White Sox. I'm going to take the +1.5 at +114. And then the A's and the Rangers, DeGrom is on the mound, Lopez on the mound. I know Lopez hasn't won a lot of innings, but he hasn't really given up a lot of hard contact. This A's bullpen is solid. I think runs would be premium. Let's take this total under.
There we go. With Solo.
The Brewers on the road in interleague play, 0-3.
0-3. Yeah, 0-3
this year.
Yeah,
0-3 on the road are the Brewers in interleague play this year.
They certainly are. That's true for that one. I like KC here. The bats have woken up here over the past 6 games. 283. The bullpens performed well. Rays have a losing record in the Yankees at minor league park this year, losing 3 units against these non-power teams. This is not a power team at all. Rays averaging 0.9 home runs per game or fewer. Royals against these teams 32-8 the past 1+ seasons, returning 23.5 units. I'll look at KC at that plus price there. Give me a plus price again with Toronto here. Blue Jays have hit over the past. Blue Jays against left-handed starters, 278 in their 5 games against lefty starters this year. Francis has pitched well at home. If this were a road game, I wouldn't be on him because Francis has not been good on the road. But we looked at this Boston team as a road favorite of -150 or higher the past 2+ seasons, just 9-8, losing 5 units. I'll look at Toronto in that spot there. And I'm with Solo on the under here. I think this is an upgraded pitching. I was worried about Estes in there, but now that we got Lopez, Texas, I don't know. I don't know if they went. I can't remember what happened yesterday, but they were the first 13 games at home, 12-1 to the under. Under? Yeah. Yep. So now 13-1 to the under at home. 13-1 to the under at home. Athletics against the division have hit 211 on the road this season, but their bullpen has been sharp in the past 6 games here. Both bullpens under 2 ERAs the last 6 games. So give me the under in the homeless and the Rangers who just go under at home. How did I miss this one, man? 13-1 the under at home. I don't know how. I just found it yesterday. I said, what? How did this get past me there? Wow. Well, we know Texas can't hit. That's the issue there, right? But now we're going to hit the under there with the Ranger game and athletics. All right, let's continue here on the Tony S'more Show, closing out baseball with these final 5 games. Tigers and Astros. We got the Astros $1.19, total 7.5. Hey, that might be a playoff series. We'll see. Braves and Rockies. Oh, they got it with Elder. Return of the Elder got the run line for you. You had to sweat it out a little bit. The Braves $1.93, total of 11. Giants and Padres. Padres really struggling now with their injuries and offensively. Giants $1.21. Look at this total, 6.5 there in that one. Angels and Mariners. Look at the Mariners love here. $1.80 on Seattle. Total 8. Marlins and Dodgers. We got a line now. Dodgers just looks like a mechanical line. $2 total 8.5. They don't care who's on the line, who's on the mound. They just make the Dodgers a $2 favorite there in that one. Let's take a look at some.
I think Arise is back for the Padres, right?
Arise. Let's see what the lineup shows here. Arise is back. Arise is back. They're one of the best hitters there. Let me see what the word is on Arise here. Expected to return Tuesday. Had a concussion with that horrible play at second, right? But looks like he is expected to come back. And boy, the Padres need him because their hitting was sucked here there of late. The only pitching change we have here in this one is we thought Sauerkraut was going to start. No, the Dodgers brought in Noah Davis to start here. Noah Davis was called up Monday from OKC. He's going to get the start today. And he pitched 3 games for the Dodgers, and gave up 3 runs in 2 innings. He was with Colorado for the past 3 seasons, and you know what happened there? Just absolutely pounded in 3 years in Colorado. Not in about 18 games, ERA 7.5, WHIP of 2. So I don't know how these guys make it on their line. I don't know how guys like this get on the 500. Yeah, exactly. The guy in the chat. I don't know how you have $500 million payroll and a guy like this is just going to start a game for you. I don't know. I really don't know how you put in guys like this, but they do. But you just got to scratch your head. Who are these guys that haven't been signed yet? There's got a few guys out there. Jesus, I would have taken Corbin over this dude. But anyway, there we go. We started here with Rod.
Yeah, right? So is that dude worth minus 200? No chance. So I'll take the Marlins plus the 1.5 there in that one. Just like the Dodgers can win the game, but it'll be like yesterday.
Sadly, sauerkraut isn't much better. The sad part about that,
No, it's like sauerkraut or this sour
Bobby
Davis
Miller,
another
yeah.
You can just keep taking an over. You'll probably be good there as well. Definitely the offense is a smash. But the Marlins can hit. If you look, Marlins overs have been a thing. They score some runs as well, so they help pitch in on overs. So definitely I would lean to the over there, but I'll take the 1.5 with the Marlins. And then looking at Detroit taking on the Astros, I'll take the Astros. Gusto's on the mound, and he's been doing good for us. The Schlitz beer, go for the Gusto, has been winning his money. So are the Astros. They've been lights out at home, playing solid ball. 7-3 in their last 10, turning their slow start around. Like they always do, the Astros. Slow starters, and they turn around and get going. Detroit on the road? Nope. Losing record on the road. Astros get them again today.
There we go with Rod. We move on over to Sean.
All right, we're going to go. I like the over in the Dodger game, but I'll go Dodger run line there. I got to run. I got to ride the streaks there. I can't take the Marlins there. Seattle, really? Same thing.
Really? You're taking the Dodgers run line? I'm going to write that down. Hold on. Sean took Dodgers run line on April 29th.
But you know what? Again, I'm
Marlins pitching staff.
I'm on 3-game win streak. I got a 3-game losing streak going head to head. I gotta play the streak there. I'm not gonna lay 195. But I gotta take the Dodger run lines plus 105. So that tells you all you need to know. They think it's
took you into it. You want to buckle 5?
I know it's one of those where it's like you think you're luring them in, but on the same token, you have you can't have a crazy huge plus money with the Dodgers because they're the Dodgers. It's baked into it, right? That's why you have this guy laying 190 because it's the Dodgers.
So it's automatically the Dodgers 190. It doesn't matter who's up there, Rich.
It doesn't matter. I mean, this guy Noah Davis in AAA has an ERA of 8 and a WHIP of 1.73.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I gotta play the streaks. I gotta streak it up. I'm a streaker, Same with Seattle. Let's go. I'm gonna take the Mariner again. Run line for Seattle, which is
25 plus 125.
Yeah. Again, I can't do these crazy, and that's where I get hurt, which is why my record kind of fluctuates there because I want to play the teams that are winning against teams that are losing, but I can't lay huge numbers. So I got your run line them or -1 them Al style, but that's what I got there. Giants Padres. I like the Giants in the under. Again, Braves run line like the Rockies. We talk about the White Sox being bad. This Rocky team is worse than that White Sox.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts.
Last year's White Sox team. This team is, oh my goodness,
a lot of strikeout. Can't make contact with the hitters. Strike out too much.
And give me the under in the Astros Tigers game.
All right, there from Sean on over to Solo.
Braves and the Rockies. We're gonna say on the Braves. Rockies just can't hit. Not even sure who's on the mound for the Braves. I really don't care. I've seen enough of the Rockies. They mailed it in. This team is going nowhere. They're gonna have to make some moves. Let's take the Braves. The Angels and the Mariners. I got to respectfully disagree with Sean on this one. I think the Angels are gonna find a way to get some hits early. I'm gonna take the Angels on the money line first 5. And the Dodgers and the Marlins. Sandy's on the mound. He stinks. Dodgers stink. Bullpen stinks. Let's take the over.
There you go from Solo. Tell you what I think here about some of these games. Yeah, I agree with Sean on the run line with Seattle. You look at the Angels on the road, 6-12 with the run line on the road, losing 11 units. Past 6 games, the Angels on a massive slump, $1.68. They were interviewing the manager for the Angels, and they were asking about calling guys up. He goes, "Our guys, they're not ready. They're not ready. They're not ready." And he would know. Good manager for the Angels there. The issue I have with Kokonowitz, man, the guy can't strike anybody out. 11% strikeout rate. Last year, he had a 9% strikeout rate. Again, I don't know. He's given up 1.71 home runs per 9 innings. Bryce Miller on the mound. Look at the run line there with the Seattle and the Angels. Giants and the Padres, I like the under as well. In that one, we're going to rise back in the lineup. Let's see how he's got to get his timing back in. So I don't really want to jump on him on the Padres with the rise in his first game back. He's missed a week. Giants on the road 2-13, but a good bullpen. Padres bullpen. Look at the bullpen at home, an ERA of 0.80. Padres this year, even with their healthy guys in the lineup, 11-4-1 in the under at home. So give me the under in this one. Yeah, I'm going to continue this Dodger overs. I mean, they keep laying these 8.5s. I mean, this is where the Dodgers cover these lines when they're 8 and 8.5. I think it's 92 and 66 the past 2+ seasons. Dodgers pound these bad bullpens at home, 41 and 33 to the over against the team with a bullpen ERA of 4.2 or higher. When you look at this Miami team, they've hit the ball well. Dodgers past 5 games getting the home run ball, hitting the ball. Marlins has an ERA of 5.5 on the road. The bullpen for Dodgers have been struggling as well. Miami's now 8-0 to the over against teams that average 1.25 home runs per game or more. So against home run hitting teams, we see a lot of runs. And we talked about before about the Dodgers. We know they got issues with the starting rotation, but look at the bullpen arms that are not in the lineup. This to me is the key why these Dodger overs are cashing, because Trainin, Michael Kopech, and Gratterall are out for LA. Their bullpen, those are your 3 best arms in the bullpen. They've been out. That's why you're seeing Dodger overs coming in, because they don't have the quality of bullpen right now. I know that a lot of focus is on the starting rotation, but guys, it's the bullpen. It's the back end of these games where we're starting to see the runs come in there late in the game, and it's because the Dodgers do not have their 3 best arms right now healthy. Just looking great on these overs, because we're not seeing much line adjust. Oh, it's 8.5 because they got studs started. Yeah, but these guys don't go very long in games, so now you're getting that. And they're 3 bad arms. They're 3 top arms out right now. Now, I'm not going to fade them. I'm just going over. Still not going to get. They're still winning. Right? They're beating that Pirates, but we're seeing a lot of runs scored. Don't want to get in that fade machine yet, because they're still hitting the ball, and they're facing bad pitching. That's one thing also too. LA feasts on these bad pitching. They're facing the Marlins pitching staff that have struggled against these home run hitting teams. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Picks and Morning Show. I know those dog hunters want to fade the Dodgers, but I think it's kind of tough to do that because they're facing bad pitching with the Marlins. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show. Turn our attention to hockey. And no, it's not a weekend. I keep thinking today, we had 4 NBA games. I thought it was a Saturday or Sunday when I woke up this morning, but 4 NHL games here on a Tuesday, which I don't mind. They got to split the network coverage, though. Senators and Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs, $1.70, total 5.5. Devils and Hurricanes. The Devils trying to carry the northeast of the U.S. That's the only representation. Hurricanes, $2.62, total 5.5. Wild and the Knights. The Knights, $2.25 at home, total 5.5. And here's a series of all series. Takes me back to the 80s, the way these teams play. Oilers and Kings. Kings at home, $1.28, total 6.5 in a 2-2 series. Over to Rod.
Yeah, and you look at this, the Oilers and the Kings. You know, at some point we're going to get an under, Tony. As much as we just keep betting the over. It's, one of these games we'll sneak under the total where we'll get a solid, a lower scoring game. Is it this one? I don't know.
I don't know if it's possible for the Kings defense.
Yeah, I don't know either. Both of these.
Did you see how the defense handles the puck? Did you see that? How they can't handle it. They're not the same team from the Stanley Cup. I believe they couldn't get the puck out of the zone. I mean, it was a joke the way they handled that last 30 seconds in the game 4.
And I think you're playing. Your top guys are starting to get. They're getting some. They're concurring some minutes. They're starting their minutes. They're getting big, deep, long minutes for these top King guys as well because they've double shifted a bunch over the weekend. So we'll see what happens there. Hey, yeah, I'm not going to be fading or trying to fade and over. So to continue to take goals, plenty. Oilers and Kings. It's just what we've seen all series long. But as you alluded to, the Devils, there's no hope. Sorry that your hope left when you gave it up last game in that third period. Sorry, you're down 3-1, and now you're going to go into Carolina? Yeah, no. Sorry, done. Season's over. Na. Hey, goodbye. Devils are done. They'll pull the goalie late, and Carolina will rip a couple in. Easily get us the puck line win there with Carolina. And then you know what? Give me a shot with the Wild squad, who's already beat Vegas here at home. You're getting almost 2 times my money. I will take a shot there with the Minnesota Wild, who are definitely right in this series with Vegas. I'm not laying that kind of price with Vegas. Give me the Wild in that one.
Wild there from Rod. Anything on the ice, Sean?
I do have a bunch of ice tonight. I have all the ice tonight. What do I have tonight?
All 4.
Again, hit the freaking like button because I give you every single play that's on the site as a premium, and I don't put every premium pickup as to sell it because I don't do that. Because I try to win actually betting my games as opposed to the $32 or $25 I sell for. Listen, Toronto. I took Toronto here. 165 was that a puck line play? I guess no. I did a puck line, but I also did a money line for myself on this one because I think they're going to sweep. But on the sites, I have I believe I got a puck liner on this guy. Let me just double check it. Yes, puck line plus 165. Again,
Series is 3-1. Series is 3-1. Ottawa, you can't sweep them. They already they got the winner, so it's 3-1. Ottawa won last game.
Closing out.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, but they were up 3-0 and then they lost the one, right? Isn't that how it worked?
Yeah.
Yep.
They were up. Yeah. So I meant a part of my French there. I didn't speak correctly. They were up 3-0. They lose, so I think they're going to finish off the gentleman's sweep. But you're up 3-0. Get it done. I know you're the hockey guy that Toronto is going to choke it away and make me feel like shit, Rod, but I have faith in them, all right? So.
It's that time of year. It's just watch out. Leafs cause choking hazards. Watch out.
I got Carolina on the puck line plus 105. What else we got? What else is playing today? We got Vegas over 5.5 and the Kings over 6.
There we go.
There we go.
There you go. From Sean.
There you go.
You got your skates ready for the playoffs, Solo?
No skates.
No skates. No skates for Solo. All right. There we go. We neither do I. All right. We got you through the NHL. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment where our cappers can give out a parlay. They can give out a team player prop, game of the future, or just play it straight. We leave it up to the cappers. We start the segment off here with Ron.
All right, 3-teamer. And we're going to go back to the MLB. And the first one we're going to take the White Sox. A little parlay. We're going to take the White Sox on the money line. We're going to take the Marlins on the money line. And then we're going to fade Arizona in that one and throw them on the money line as well to beat the Diamondbacks on the road. So
there from Ron. We move right on over to Solo.
All right, let's go. Let's go with the Pacers -7. Let's go with the Twins on the money line, and let's go with the Giants under 7. Giants and Padres.
All right, see if you guys Ribby props. So I'll back to Sean.
All right, no ribbies today.
Okay.
No ribbies today. I went 1-2 yesterday. We lost $25. So we're 23-33 plus 700 there. All baseball, 8-12 minus 330, which makes sense because that's how I'm rolling along right now. It is what it is. You get the truth from me, win or lose. We're going to go Twins. I got them a plus 137. We're doing the White Sox run line there, plus 120. I can't, when you're 8-12, you can't just say I want to take the big money. I can't do it. We'll try to get the easier payday on the run line. And another run line play, Seattle Mariners against the Angels, plus 125. That's what somebody says is Travis still batting cleanup for the Angels? Who? Travis Hafner? Does that guy still play? Is that Travis Hafner batting cleanup for them?
That goes back some years. Yeah.
How many strikeouts do the Angels have in the last 6 games?
Oof.
Joe Adele, my buddy
How many?
called Joe Adele, Pedro Serrano
how many? 6 games?
6 games. I'll just do a little short.
I'll just throw 60. I'll throw 60.
65 strikeouts in the last 6 games for the Los Angeles Angels.
The ALA swinging missers. The swinging missers.
The ALA swinging missers. That's over 6 games. Yeah, that's a lot of strikeouts. Holy man.
10 a game?
Swing.
Yeah,
used to be
65 strikeouts. They went 13 strikeouts last game.
Oof. They're like in the Rocky territory there.
Yeah.
They're getting in the Rocky territory. I'll go with the Magic plus the points with the plus money on the Royals and the plus on the Blue Jays. All right, we got you through our Parlay Purple segment, and we'll see what we've got going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. We just gave you our free picks, guys, but if you want our best bets, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com, link in the description, and get on over there, and you'll find our best plays, best bets, and more over on the site. All documented records showing you the top performers here in our industry, and records on all of our cappers here year to date. And we'll start here with see what Rod's got for sale over at Tony's Picks. Rod has put together a fantastic year. Big day yesterday for Rod as well. What is now 4,462 units of profit. Documented Tony's Picks. What you got for sale, Rod?
And for me over at Tony's Picks today, I've got my top play best bet on the ice. My NHL one-timer crushed it with the Stars yesterday. Looking to continue that streak. Also got my MLB play of the day. We're on a nice 15-3 run with that MLB play of the day. You can scoop that up singly. Hey, we crushed it with the Rockets yesterday. No doubt of their late getting us the cover. We're on a nice little run with the NBA there as well. So all 3 of those best bets, you can pick them up singly, or better yet, grab them in that Tuesday triple, and you get all 3 plays for one price. Or better yet, you can see we've been hot. So take advantage, jump aboard long term, grab that 3-day, grab that 7-day, or even grab that month pass, and continue to join me as we continue to stack the units. Or take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional here at Tony's Picks. Can't go wrong with that, having 2 cappers putting bucks into your pocket. You can see the leaderboards, see who's hot. Pair me up with another one of the hot cappers, and let's continue to crush the books. Don't forget, Tony T at checkout, save 15% off.
Yes, a lot of green for Rod across the board. Last 7 days, last 30 days, yesterday for the year. He's been on fire, guys. So get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. That month pass will get you a lot of the NBA and NHL playoffs, a lot of baseball. W will be in there, right? The W starts on May 16th, so that's part of the 1 month all sports pass with Rod. So get on board and use that discount code to save 15% off of it. Tony T at checkout and get signed up with Rod. Right now, he's been on a tear. You can see their numbers there. I will see what Sean's got for sale over at Tony's Picks. There, Sean has put together a profitable year for 2025, approaching 1,500 units of profit. What you got for sale, Sean?
I tell you, 1,500. I'm not even like in the top 10 of people winning on this site. Holy cow, man! Jeez, Louise. What do you say? I mean, why aren't you just buying Rod? Why even put me on here? Show me. I got to go after Rod and his 11-0 run. Hell out of here with this crap. Get me off the screen. Come on, what the heck? What? He's 11-0. Take me off. I'm serious.
I know it's tough. It's a tough act to follow. I mean, I feel bad for he's crushing it, man. He is absolutely crushing it. But we do have a 2-for-1 cap, like 2-for-1 cap promotion, so you can match up.
Number 2, there's another guy with like 4,000 in credit. I mean,
I know.
Look at that leaderboard.
I know.
Listen, we do multiple sites as guys. I mean, there's not many people crushing like this site. Holy cow! I mean, that whole leaderboard, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
it is, Mr. Weskers. Just ever since Zach Allen took my money the other day when I bet him, and I was like betting Zach Allen, I figured it was a bounce back spot. I was like, ooh, no.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe I took that guy.
Yep, that's some great numbers there. Oh, Sean, we still got to tip your cap off because you put together a good 2025. There's some peaks and valleys in this
That was all college basketball. I've done nothing in baseball.
I know. We got there's a lot of baseball left to be played here.
We got 5 months.
We got 5 months.
like I said, I'm down a little bit with probably about the diamond baseball, which isn't crazy because I'll do some favorites, dogs. So I'm not really worried about it. It's a long season, so I don't mind. And today I have 10 games on the side, I think. So
we got a lot of data. We're getting a lot more data on these teams, and we're going to get into the hot weather too. They got to come here pretty soon. We hope.
I'm not. Listen, do this for a long time. I'm not worried about that's a social month. I'm not worried about being 9 games under 500. That's not a lot when you take dogs.
A lot, especially when you have dogs and you play a lot of volume. There's no doubt about that. Let's see what Solo's got going over at Tony Six. Solo's been really doing well here in baseball last 7 days. Solo, what you got for sale?
I got a best bet in NBA, best bet in MLB. About to settle down here. I should have some 3-packs up before the top of the hour. So sign up with me, short-term, long-term. Probably one of the good cappers. Let's get to the bank. The board's starting to clear up a little bit. Playoffs starting to really settle. We're gonna make some money, guys. Sign up with me. Let's get to it.
And it's going with Solo at Tony'sPicks.com. Come off a 3-0 day in the NBA. Yeah, that's hard to do. big get on Solo. He's got his best bet available right now at Tony's Picks from the NBA game. So get on board with Solo over at Tony's Picks and use that promo code TonyT. Check out, save that 15%. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased. We'll be credited back to your account for side credits. That's profit guaranteed. So go ahead and get on board with Solo over at Tony'sPicks.com. Doing some great work there, as you can see. All right, I've got a best bet on the board right now from baseball, as well as a 3-pack mixing 2 baseball with an NBA. Had a winning day in baseball yesterday, so I am the unit leader over at Tony's Picks in Major League Baseball. So get on board with me at Tony's Picks and match me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion there with any one-day pass or with the long-term passes there. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. Our member plays are in the system by 11 a.m. Eastern time, and all long-term passes include any late steam plays our cappers select. We can handicap throughout the day and night. We can put in plays between 10 minutes and 2 hours over game time, and those plays are emailed directly to your inbox. And Sean mentioned how we have a lot of great performers, and I think one of the reasons why is because we allow our cappers to post late with the late steam plays. They're giving you high percentage winners right before game time, and those are emailed right to your inbox. A feature you don't see anywhere else on any other site but Tony'sPicks.com with that late steam feature, getting those late plays out to the customers there. They're 10 minutes to 2 hours of game time. We can put load plays in, and our long-term subscribers will get those emailed to them using the email you used when you signed up for the service. All right, guys, so with you here Monday through Friday here on the Tony Six Morning Show. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us when the plays come across. We have a great YouTube channel with a lot of great contributions from a lot of our cappers there. We also have another live show we'll let you know about here. But if you ever need to see a replay of the morning show, well, just head on to hit Tony's Picks in the YouTube search, and you'll find our live show there. We also have a live show here at 5 Eastern time. It's the Tony's Picks Happy Hour show. Rod hosting. I'll tell you more about that. We do have a members section now for paid members. If you want to get my compilations live, you'll get them live because, once I shoot the picks, they got to go to the editor. There's a few hours delay, maybe longer before they get posted, but I shoot them live for our members only. If you want to become a member, we have 2 levels, a $4.99 level just to say thank you just for the content, or we have a $39.99 level where you get my compilation videos live for you, so you don't have to wait for the editors to edit them, make the thumbnails. Some of you guys want them really fast, so there you go with the members. We got a members area now, which we may add. So I may add some stuff to it as well, but that's what we got there at Tony's Picks YouTube channel there. If you see the members only, of course, you could check out the happy hour there, our live show at Rod will tell you about at 5 Eastern. More video content here as well. We can see Chris coming in with his props for you there. We got El Nino's always looking for those dogs. David Racy with his parlays up there for you as well. Rod got NHL covered. I got baseball and NBA up there. So a lot of great content over at Tony's YouTube channel. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We do have those members area now for you guys. If you'd like to get that, you can do it. I'll add some more content to that as well as we move forward. Let's see what Rod's got rolling on over at Tony's YouTube. Rod, of course, you got the happy hour live at 5 Eastern time. And, of course, you've got the hockey covered.
Yeah, definitely tune in 5 p.m. Eastern for the happy hour show. Definitely love doing that show. Good time had by all, and we get you the latest info. It'll definitely be a go-to, and MLB starts throwing a lot more TBDs, as it will definitely be on the horizon. We know it's coming as pitchers keep dropping like flies. It happens. It's MLB. They work those guys so hard and their arms get blown out, and next they're on a 15-80 disabled list, and teams get injured. It happens. So definitely tune into the Happy Hour show. And hey, if I missed the hockey game, definitely go check out the archived YouTube. Got you covered over there on all the hockey action.
That's right. Check it out. Of course, Sean, we got you here on the mornings.
Morning guy, although, like I said, we'll flip the calendar. You'll see me more in the afternoon kind of stuff. Because why wouldn't I come in for the afternoon stuff?
Yeah, baseball. We have more data on the baseball, no doubt about that. And Solo, of course, we got you here on the morning, Solo, and usually we see it pop in on that happy hour.
Yeah, I'm usually lurking around, sharking in the water in the morning, but I try to tap in on the happy hour once or twice a week. So, we back, guys. So we'll be back in the morning throughout the weekend. Let's make some money. Let's get to the bank. Be smart. Don't parlay. You already know. That's
right. Play it straight there, guys, if you can. All right. That's going to do it for this edition here of the Tony Fix Morning Show. We're back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you guys join us there. And, of course, stay tuned for the happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Rod and company there will be on that show. So make sure you tune in. All right. Anybody have anything to say in closing before we close the show?
Dylan Cruz, home run, plus 750.
Nice.
There we go.
Shout out to Chris Atkins. Hey, he crushed the home run yesterday. The guy got it late. It was Sean's rookie card guy. Woods got it. Woods got that home run for us yesterday. Shout out, Chris.
If that's the case, I got to show the cruise card for Solo to cash it. There we go.
So yesterday, he says take Bell, so I'm with Chris Atkins, so I'm gonna jump on Bell.
He had low too.
He
had low too. So I told Chris I focus on the Nationals. I pick my home run props out the Nats game every game. I see Chris been he been tapping in lately. I saw Woods. I saw Lowe. I see he just tapped in with Josh Bell. He know what's happening. Shout out to Chris.
And then in the game that we're gonna see lots of goals. See this Oilers. Leon Draisaitl scored the OT winner last game. He gets a 3-point night tonight.
Wow.
Leon Draisaitl 3-point night, plus 400. Wyatt Johnson scored that goal for us last night. 9 seconds into the game. Boom! No doubter. 2 times your money with Wyatt Johnson. 9 seconds in. No, I didn't have to sweat him scoring a goal early in that one. Oof, they whooped the Avs. Not even close.
Whooped them at all there. I want to give a shout to our man in the chat, Ron Hans. Check him out over at Tony's Picks. He's got coverage for you here today. There over at part of our team. He runs our chat for us, and here's his 3-teamer for you as well. Pacers, Pistons, ML, and Celtics there from Ron Hahn. Check him out over at Tony's Picks documentary. He's part of our team. He runs our chat for us for the morning show, and you'll see him at the happy hour there on our live chat. All right, that's going to do it here for the Tony Smart Show. Anybody else have anything to say before we close it out?
You said, what was Draisaitl on 3 points?
Plus 400.
Yeah, my site's got him at 280.
It's come down. See, your site knows.
You're ahead of the curve. And this isn't a legit. This is an offshore joint. So for them, they shade a little bit. So you're already on the smart side already.
Yeah.
Here you go. Look, there you go. There you go. All right.
That's why they're shading. That's why they're shading there, Sean. They're like, Leon's gonna get hot. He scored that OT winner, and he's like, watch out. Here comes Leon.
280.
Yeah. Wow. See, that's a good you shop your number because that's a $120. That's a lot.
That is makes you have multiple outs out there, guys. And also, if you're not a parlay player, you're just to play it straight. Keep an eye on some of those exchanges. Those are some really soft numbers you can find on those exchanges. All right, that'll do it for the show, guys. We'll wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning day. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony This Morning Show.